Yo, what is up, guys? Um, as you can see, that's my bed over there. This is what I normally say when I'm playing the game, but I'm out here yapping. Um, but I'm probably the only one watching the video. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. At the end of the day, I'm doing what I like to do, and new hobby, you could say, just making videos and just speaking what's on my mind. And today, a topic came to my mind like it really was yesterday, but I really kept on thinking about it today because that's how powerful and how it moved me is how powerful love is. I feel like love is one of the most powerful things in this world. Um, as humans, we are willing to die and do anything about something we love, even if it's a material, a person, a country, anything. If there's some sort of love, even this much, it will move us to do the craziest things. And the reason I started to think like this is when I was watching this movie, Meet Joe Black. And as Joe, I'm not trying to get too much into depth into the movie because it's kind of complicated, but his character Joe Black, who's really the spirit of death, and was here just on his journey on Earth was just to be with Susan's father, the girl he fell in love with, and just be with him his last days and see what it's like to be a human. And during this process, he falls in love with Susan, and he is overwhelmed by the emotions that love carries and how it can really move somebody. If love has a power to move someone that's known as death, to bring him to tears, you should know how powerful it is. And I feel like the movie really represented that really well. And I think Brad Pitt himself really represented that well as he portrayed the character Joe Black. The way he showed the emotions through his eyes, the way he would look at Susan, the way he would react to the things she says, the way his face would change when he thinks about her when someone brings her up. You could see how it changed and moved him. Mind you, this is the spirit of death. This is not a human. It's not even a human. It's kind of crazy. But well, I apologize. I got like a little technical difficulties, but as I was talking about love, I want to give like two examples in my personal life that show me how powerful love is. Love isn't just like relationships, but it's in passions that we have. And one of the passions I had growing up as a kid was I wanted to be an NBA. I mean, that's like every single kid that plays basketball's goal. I remember I'll probably say from 7th grade to like my sophomore year, basketball was everything to me. I loved it. I loved every single detail about it. I loved the trainings, the early morning trainings, the weight sessions, the film studies, and everything about it. I put my blood and sweat and tears into it because I loved it so much. I was willing to sacrifice friends, hangouts, everything just for the game, just for the love of the game, because I loved it so much that I was willing to go against everybody in the world. My parents even thought I was crazy. Like, Ethan, your friends want to hang out with you. We want to go to this dinner, but you want to go train. Because in my mind, that was the only thing that mattered in this world. Because that's how much I loved it. And a devastating thing happened. I fractured my tibia and I tore my tendon. And it was the most depressed I had ever been because the thing I loved the most in this world was just snatched away from me in a minute. And I was gone. Like, I didn't know if I was ever going to play again. I didn't know if I was ever going to be able to run, to jump. This is in the moment before I'm in the hospital. And it's like everything about the game that at nights when I'm watching my favorite players, waking up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym, 3 workouts a day. And I'm just thinking about it, I'm like, it's all gone like that. And the pain I felt in my heart was indescribable. To this day, I can't even compare it to anything, that I've ever been through. But, even when I came back, the drive to even come back was not just because I wanted to prove anything to nobody, not even to myself, but just purely just on the love I have for the game. I just wanted to be back. I just wanted to be back. You know, I remember I even played a game I wasn't supposed to play. I had surgery a week before to take out the nails in my knee, and I played 4 days after in my first game, and I was like, I wasn't thinking about the knee. I wasn't thinking about anything. I was just thinking about the feeling in my heart that was just so excited and full of joy just to play the game, you know. And another thing, you know, like not the most basic, but the most known way, most known common way of thinking, you know, something we think about when we think about love is relationships. You know, as human beings, we have a partner we're willing to go behind anybody. I mean, if you love the person. If you don't, then I don't know. But if you truly love the person, you do anything for the person. Some of us have had the blessing and opportunity to witness that through our parents or our families. Some of us have had the blessing and opportunity to witness that through our own relationships. And I just feel like just the way it can move you. If somebody breaks your heart, bro, you will feel pain, bro. Like you will like as a guy, as a girl, if your heart's ever broken, you can feel like the world's gonna end. You're gonna feel like you're gonna die. Like that's just real life, you know. But even when you love somebody so much, like the smallest things will irk you. Like you love them so much, like you feel like there's a line in your heart for that person, you know, or like a Hellcat engine, you know, when it start up, it's just that power, you know, that love has. You know, with love, we'll go if we see countries, people love their country so much, they'll go to war and go kill other people for their country because that's how much they love the country. You know, I've yapped a lot. Yeah, I have. I ain't gonna lie, I have. But the whole main point that I wanted to share, if anybody ever seen this video, is that go experience love and don't be afraid of hurt. You know, when you love something or somebody wholeheartedly and you're vulnerable, you know, with it, and you're not scared of what might happen, you will experience one of the greatest feelings a human being could ever feel.